Hi guys, I'm back. I just wolfed down some peanut butter toast to keep me going. This is my third session today. We had two others right before this. The first one was how and why a travel career is perfect for military spouses and veterans. The second was how to start a home-based travel agency. And now we are talking about how Kinship Vacations can help you get started in that process. Significantly decrease the learning curve or shorten the learning curve and get you started quicker and more easily in your travel journey. Let me just make sure that I am live because technology has not been the most productive or helpful today. So if you can see me, please give me a thumbs up or a comment or a like so I can confirm that you can see me, because I am not able to see myself often today. Like I said, technology has not been helpful. Anybody want to tune in and say, I can see you, I can hear you? There's a terrible delay. Well, I'm going to just keep going. And because I think there's a delay in responses too. If I don't see something from someone in a minute or two, I will check in again. But I'm assuming that you guys can see me. I'm hoping you can at least. All right. So let's talk about Kinship Vacations program to help you get started in your travel journey. Okay, good. Somebody can see me. Yay! I can't tell who that is because of the software I'm using, but thank you for confirming that you can see me. All right, I'm going to switch over to my slideshow so you can see that better than me. And okay. Let me just make this a little bigger so I can see it better. All right, this is what we're going to talk about. Again, a lot to talk about in an hour. I will do my best. Thanks for sticking with me. This will be available on replay in the group later if you can't stay tuned for the whole thing. First, we're going to talk about our travel advisor training and mentorship program, what it consists of, how we can help you start your business, how we can help you get customers, and then we're going to end it with a very special offer for the attendees of the virtual summit. So this is what our program is. It consists of 3 components: training and education, mentorship, and business foundations. So the training and education portion, I'm very proud of this. Number one, it's self-paced. It is online learning system, accessible on the go 24/7. You basically log into a portal. It's on the Kajabi platform. And you get to go through these video presentation module format learning modules to learn all about the travel industry, ranging in topics from an overview of the travel industry to specifically how to book airline tickets, to the mindset of being an entrepreneur, to what else? Financials, like working on your financials. Quite a comprehensive curriculum that we provide. And the cool thing about this is it's backed by an industry-leading program, which is the Gifted Travel Network. They're a host agency. It's their Travel MBA program, Travel Marketing and Business Academy program. It's one of the best travel education programs out there. It's the one I did. And since I've done it, they've improved it a couple times. So it's even better now. They are improving it for next year, so it's going to be even better next year, which if you signed on with our program, you'd get access to what they have right now and also access to the one that they're debuting next year. But basically what they've done for me, because I'm one of their good partners, they've created a separate portal for the people that are in my program to access the same education that's provided in their Travel MBA program. it's the same stuff. It's just scrubbed a little bit, so it's not specific to their travel MBA program, but it's the same education curriculum. Again, it's comprehensive, it's in video presentation mode, and some of the presentations come with like worksheets and helpful links and resources. So as you're going along, you can fill out the worksheets. Number 4, when you work with Kinship Vacations, because we are hosted with the Gifted Travel Network, you also get Gifted Travel Network or GTN resources. So there's so much more to it than just the education. They have weekly shop talks, which are where they bring in different suppliers, from cruise lines to hoteliers to tour operators, to talk about their product, and you can just tune in. It's usually on Facebook Live or some sort of webinar software system they have, where that rep from that supplier can talk about their products. So you can consistently get up-to-date information on the different products that are out there weekly. There's a monthly mentoring call with the founder, Meredith Hill. She is my mentor. She's my business coach. She's the one who initially inspired me to get into this industry. I think she's one of the best, most dynamic people in the travel industry out there. She's a great person to have on your side and in your ear in terms of an entrepreneurial mindset, a successful mindset that will help you navigate life's and business's challenges to the fullest. So you get a monthly mentoring call with her. There's recorded and live training on various travel industry tools, and also just in general on different topics. They have these cool weekly how-to. Oh no, that's in the gift section. I'll get to there. And then there's a monthly business development call with Vanessa McGovern. She's the CEO of the Gifted Travel Network, and she's a super dynamic, super talented sales and marketing professional. And so those business development calls are really useful when you have some need for assistance in your sales or marketing initiatives. She gives great advice. They also send out a weekly newsletter that has any up-to-date information about our host agency, any particular up-to-date information about supplier promos, those that are directed specifically to our host agency and or the consortia that we're affiliated with. And they also have an annual GTN conference. And next year's GTN conference is going to be on celebrity cruises going from New Jersey down to Puerto Rico. And you can bring your family with you if you'd like. So I'm already signed up for that. I'm super excited to bring my husband and my daughter. That's going to be, it's either October or November of 2019. And then also, because you're part of GTN, every once in a while, they'll either host a familiarization trip, like I've done one with them where we went on an AMA Waterways river cruise on the Rhine River in Germany, which was fantastic. And I brought my mom with me. They did one to Peru this summer. Next year, they're going to be doing another AMA Waterways cruise on the newest AMA Waterways ship, which is AMA Magna on the Danube. I have to tell you, I'm very tempted to go, seeing if I can work it out. I don't know yet. And then also just suppliers might come to GTN with specific familiarization trips that they're offering. And for those of you who don't know what familiarization trips are just either discounted or free trips that suppliers or destinations provide so that agents and people in the travel industry can get exposed to and experience those properties and destinations and tours so that they can better sell it to their potential clients and their the network that they influence. So sometimes suppliers will go to GTN directly and say, we have, X amount of slots available for this experience. Can you refer or open it up to your agent? So there will be, things that come up periodically that are exclusive to GTN agents. And GTN is affiliated with a really cool consortia, which I will talk about later. But I think that, we are soon to be affiliated with a really cool consortia, and I will tell you more about that later. And then number 5, Global Institute for Travel Entrepreneurs. So we call this GIFT. GIFT is a community of people who are super supportive. It's not a competitive community. It's all about bringing people together and Let me make sure you can see me, because let me just check in here. You can see my slide, because that was an issue before. Okay, good. You can see it. Okay, so Gift is different. There's not any, it's not a consortia, it's not a host agency. As far as I know, there's nothing really else out there like it. It's a membership-based community where you get additional support and business coaching in areas like marketing, business operations, simple things like how to use Canva to up-level your marketing game, or how to share your Facebook business page. Like, their series of how-to videos is a really cool little short snippets of how to do specific things that can help you market better, or more efficiently run your operations. But like I said, it's a super supportive community. Everybody in the community kind of comes in there with this mindset of abundance, and not to get too woo-woo on you, but oftentimes when you're in an industry, there's a lot of scarcity mindset, and people are worried about their competition, and just not willing to share best practices and ideas and refer business around. It's totally the opposite in the gift community. It's just, at the time when I found it, it was what I had been looking for in a community, and it's great. So I encourage you, even if you don't join Kinship Vacations, or you go to any other travel agent opportunity out there, whether it's owning a franchise, or joining on with a host agency, or even becoming an employee at a travel agency, invest in Gift membership. I think it's $24 a month, but the amount of support and resources you get just from that community is going to be worth it. It's going to make your travel professional career, and even your personal life, 100 times better. So when you join our program, you get access to GTN and Gift. It's included in the price and included in the experience. And then at the bottom, I listed the annual Book More Travel Workshop. This is an annual event that Gift puts on. And I tell you, if you only go to one event a year in the travel industry, it should be the Book More Travel Workshop, because it's 2 days of solid, useful stuff. It's not like you go to a lot of travel industry events, and it's like, it's basically an opportunity for suppliers to show you their newest bells and whistles on their ships, or their newest bells and whistles in their hotel rooms, or tour operators to talk about, my cats here, where they operate, which is cool. But if you think about it, you're not really going to retain that information. And unless, it's a supplier that you're working with right away, it's not going to seem relevant to you. It's going to be exciting to see all the eye candy and the shiny objects that are available in the travel industry. And you can know all the supplier knowledge in the world, but if you don't actually have clients, there's no point in having this business. So what Book More Travel Workshop does is it provides you practical and mental tools that you can use to navigate and establish and maintain your business in the most effective entrepreneurial way. They talk about, everything from, I talk about mindset a lot, but it really truly is important for an entrepreneur. They talk about mindset stuff, but they also talk about marketing strategies. Like, they might have a specific panel dedicated to social media. They'll talk about different business models, whether it's like a group business model, and they have people involved within the community come up and talk about their experiences and share their success stories, and even sometimes share their failure stories, because that's an important part of the process to understand. So it's a really great event. So being a member of Gift gives you Gift membership prices for the Book More Travel Workshop. The second component of our program is mentorship. And I say from someone that gets it, because that's me. This program is only for travel, or is only for military spouses or military family members and veterans. So because I've been a military brat, I've been a veteran, or I am a veteran, and I'm a military spouse, I fully understand the challenges that you deal with but I also fully understand the opportunities that come with your lifestyle. So rather than just, another mentor who's in the travel industry who can tell you all about what's in the travel industry, I can come from it at the perspective of understanding what you're going through and possibly experiencing what you're going through. So I have the experience to give you the right answer. Specifically, what comes with the mentorship aspect of this program is we get weekly coaching calls, and I really love these. We do them on Zoom, so it's a video conference. I really love these because the members will ask their questions, and either the question will be applicable to the other people who are watching, and they'll be able to learn from it, or the other members will contribute to the solution. So it's not just me coming up with answers, it's all of us working together. And I think that's even way more powerful than just a mentor-mentee relationship. It's a full community pulling together to help each other. I have weekly office hours, so you get one-on-one support. So if you have specific questions that may not be applicable to the rest of the group, or maybe something that you don't want an audience for, you can call in with me, or maybe you don't have the time to join the weekly coaching calls. That's available to you. Monthly live classes. So we do these on Facebook Live, and I determine the topic based on the needs of the members of the group. Since you get a lot of classes through the Travel MBA program, GTN, and GIFT, I kind of assess what is needed within our group and see what they want to cover, and that's what I cover for the month. And within our program, I have a lot of helpful systems and tools that we use that aren't necessarily covered in your Travel MBA education. So I kind of focus on sort of how to use the systems and how to be efficient and do some of the things that are not covered in your Travel MBA. So there's no overlap. It's in addition to, and the feedback that I've gotten from our participants is that they really enjoy them because, it's very hands-on, and it allows them to sort of learn as we go through the systems, for example. And I could talk a little bit about that more later if you're interested. Sorry, the postman is coming and my dog's flipping out. Number 4, we have a private Facebook group. Again, it's just our team, and I love how interactive everybody is. For example, if someone has a question, they post it, and whoever has an answer pipes up first. So we're helping each other. It's not just me. Again, it's us helping each other. One of our members was getting ready to launch a really cool travel product. So they posted it on our group and said, can you guys give me a second set of eyes? Just tell me what you think. And we all provided comments, and then they went back and they kind of tweaked it and came back with their final product. And now it's great. It's just a nice way to build a support system. And by the way, none of us live near each other. We've got me in Virginia, one member's in Germany, one member's in Illinois, one member's in Colorado, one's in California, and one's in Mississippi. We also have one in Texas and Montana. So we're all over, but we have already established this supportive group of people. What the tribe is powerful. Let me see who wrote that because it's so true. Let me see. Yep, it's Kara. Kara is our education project manager, and if you join the program, I'll tell you a little bit more about what that means. But she's actually my mom, but she's also a veteran and a military spouse, and she has been helping. She's been contributing to the group in ways that I can't because she has different experiences and different education skills and different, things like that. So it's cool because we all bring something different to the table. All right, so business foundation tools, processes, and platforms. So other than the mentorship, which is specifically from me and from a person who gets it, this is sort of the other thing that's very different about what I provide at Kinship Vacations than what other host agencies might provide. So number one, travel agent credentials. This is something a host agency should provide. So this is not different. I'll tell you what's different. But first, travel agent credentials. So you can start earning commissions immediately with, you already have your sellers. You'll be covered under the sellers of travel licenses that either I or GTN hold, depending on the state. E&O insurance. I have my own E&O insurance, so you would fall under that. Access to competitive commission levels. We get that through our membership with GTN. And they are going to be soon switching to a new consortia, which is one of the foremost, if not the foremost, luxury consortia there is. So I'm really excited to see, and that's going to go into effect in early January. So I'm really excited to see what kind of commission levels and amenities we can provide for our clients and all the different benefits that come with that. This particular consortia that GTN is going to be involved with starting in January is by invitation only, and you have to show a certain amount of sales, and you have to invest a certain amount of money to get into it. So the fact that you'll be rolled into this if you join Kinship Vacations and or GTN is already like a crazy good stroke of luck, because a lot of agents aspire to join this consortia and strive and work towards getting into this consortia. So it's going to be a really great change for both GTN and the Kinship Vacations team. So right now it says Travel Savers, but that is soon going to switch to something else in January. And if you're in the travel industry, you can probably guess who I'm talking about. It is the best, it's the most notable luxury travel consortia there is. So the other benefit to this is what's different from me and other host agencies. The branding is done. So Kinship Vacations will be your brand. You just have to figure out your specialization. I encourage you to go to www.kinshipvacations.com and look at our About Us page. If you scroll down, you'll see some of the people that are on our team, and you can see that each of those people has like their own little place to go. And actually, I'm going to share this if I can, because I want to just show you an example. Give me just a second to pull this up. Is it going to let me do it? Let me try something else. I want to show you one of our travel agents, because each person gets their own unique URL. If you do what I just told you to do by going to the About Us section, you won't necessarily get to see what I'm talking about, but each individual travel agent has their own unique URL. So let me try it. Actually, let me just try this. This will be easier for you to see. So you would go to, I'm typing it in the comments. So go to www.kinshipvacations. I'm trying to type it into my phone right now. .com/, and I'm going to write Dina Farmer, just as an example. So go to that, what I typed in the comments. It's www.kinshipvacations.com/Dina Farmer, and check out her unique URL. So each person on our team gets their unique URL. And the reason why that's important is just because when you start off and you're learning how to do this, coming up with a website can be super daunting. Like creating your own website can be really daunting. But having this unique URL on our site is sort of gives you some time, so when you start to refer, maybe have some business cards out there and start to tell people about your business that's growing and start letting people know you're open, you can easily just share with them this unique URL you have, and it kind of gives your bio, it gives your contact information, tells you how to be followed on Instagram, all that fun stuff. So you don't have to go through the process of creating a new website and all that fun stuff that comes with starting a new business. And you're on our site, which most likely will get more hits because we've been around and we're more established than you if you start right away. So that, you know, that option is there. But if you also want to build your own website, you can build that and use that too. It's just an option that you have that's ready for you to be available. And when you start with us, if you're not really sure, you know, what your shtick is going to be, what your business name is going to be, there's always the option of you just calling yourself like Jenny with Kinship Vacations, which a lot of our travel agents are starting off doing. Like Dina, I shared you her unique URL. Her like Facebook page name is Dina with Kinship Vacations. So the branding is done essentially. You just have to figure out your specialization. Number 3, virtual storefront. I kind of talked about this. Our website's done. If you haven't had a chance, kind of look through our website. We just got it redesigned a couple months ago. I'm very proud of it. It was professionally designed. I think we're just going to build the content. There's going to be even more content as time goes on. But it's really nice. You don't have to do that. You can just rely on that landing page if you want. The domain is secured. You'll have an email. Your name will be Jenny at Kinship Vacations. You don't have to worry about that. We'll give you your first 500 business cards. Number 4, client attraction tools. We have an autoresponder that we use right now, MailChimp. And once you sign up and get involved in our team, you can kind of see the templates that we have. You can see sort of how we've set up auto campaigns, newsletter templates. So if you want to use any of that, you can literally just copy and use it. You don't have to, but it's an option for you. Number 5 and number 6, this is really money, like right here. I've had other travel agents tell me that they would pay for number 6 from me. Because this is like one of my specialties. But number 5, we provide you a virtual phone number extension. So for example, Dina is our number, which is 307-200-7208 extension. I think she's 102. And then, so everybody gets that. And the virtual phone number is essentially a phone.com app that you put on your phone and it forwards to your cell phone. So you have a separate business number that goes to your cell phone, keeps it professional. You can create your own voicemail. Again, separating the professional from the personal stuff. We use an automated appointment scheduler called Calendly. So that will allow you to block off time in your calendar so that clients can just go in there, or potential clients can go in there and pick a time to talk with you. That you'll get used to or get access to. We use an online storage system. We use Dropbox, and in there I share a lot of templates and ideas and videos. It gives us an opportunity to request things like copies of passports from our clients in a secure way. And also a merchant account. We use a specific CRM, customer relationship management tool called TravelJoy, which allows merchant account processing. So number 6, this is where it's like money right now. I'm telling you. We use TravelJoy, and TravelJoy, again, is a CRM. You can do everything from manage your client contact list to provide invoices, proposals, what else? Quotes, contracts. You can store credit card information for your clients with a PCI compliant storage capability. That is all great, and you can get that anytime on your own as an individual travel agent. TravelJoy is really reasonable to get signed up for, but when you join my team, you get access to the templates I've created. TravelJoy has about 5 different templates that they have for things like, inquiry forms and possibly travel agreement forms. But I have a whole library of things from like a task list which is separated into phases. So like phase 1 is inquiry to contract. And it's like step 1, receive inquiry from clients. Step 2, create trip and travel joy. Step 3, send client trip planning form. Step 4, blah, blah, blah. And even within these steps, I might have a template already set up. That is, for example, a travel services agreement, which is our contract that we use to work with potential clients to protect ourselves, line out expectations, agree on a travel planning fee, all that fun stuff. It's all already lined up in there. So it automatically pops up when it's time for you to work on that task. Then the next task list comes, phase 2. Contract signed to proposal, and it talks about the different steps there. So I'm telling you this because I've created these templates and it's taken me some time. You will have access to the templates. You won't have to create anything from scratch. And I kid you not, when I've had other clients who have been doing this for years, where organization or that kind of thing is not really their bread and butter, they're more like a salesperson or whatever. And they're like, oh my gosh, I would pay you for access to your templates. So already that's really helpful just to get you jumped in and organized and started. Another thing we use is called Travify, and that is an online itinerary builder and display system. So once we're working with a client, we can create proposals with this and send them a link so they can kind of look at what their potential itinerary will look like. And then once they decide that they like it, we can build out the itinerary further, make it more detailed, and then send them a link where they can download the itinerary app on their phone so they can access it offline. And also within the app, they can send us messages at any time. So while they're traveling, if they have a question or an issue, they can send us a message. But again, within Travify, if you join my team, you can see some of my past itineraries to get an idea of how we do it. And with one of my monthly classes, I spent some time, actually I spent like 2.5 classes talking about different ways to maximize the use of Travify. We also use a destination research system called Travel 42, which you'll get access to. And I'm actually going to talk about that later today, I believe at 4:00. That helps just your destination research be more efficient, if that makes sense. Oh, it looks like I got a comment. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I keep up with the comments and the questions. So the templates that you've created are where your military background, SOPs, tasks really shine and translate. That's true. I didn't really think of that. Yeah, as an officer in particular, like when I had a job as an executive officer for a company, and also, I guess, as an officer in general, and I've had to manage teams and lead teams, creating SOPs and things like that help keep an organization running well so that if somebody is gone or, needs to be replaced, somebody else can quickly fill in. And I will say this too, like, some of those people that ask me for access to my templates and task lists and things like that, they're overwhelmed with work and would love to hire a virtual assistant to help them, but they don't have time to create SOPs to give to their assistants, or they don't have time to train their assistants to take over for them. So things like this are something you could easily pass on to a virtual assistant to take care of some of the more time-consuming, but less strenuous tasks, if that's what you want to do when you get to that point. And yes, it is worth a lot of hours of time. And if you think of what your time is worth, well, you tell me what your time is worth, but I know my time is worth a lot. So, to me, that's something worth investing in. So those are the 3 main things: education and training, mentorship, and business systems. So let's just kind of go back to what we were talking about before this presentation, where we were trying to figure out how to start a home-based travel agency. I'm going to kind of go through this and show you where Kinship Vacations can come in and help you with that process. So before we talked about deciding on a business model. Well, if you join us, you would technically be an independent contractor with a host agency, which would be Gifted Travel Network through Kinship Vacations. And your consortia affiliation would be decided because you would go with whoever GTN is affiliated with, which currently is Travel Savers, but is soon going to switch to an amazing partner in January. And the leisure and corporate, you can decide that, on your own. Generally, I recommend leisure, and we can go through that in length if you want. But, I guess I spilled the beans. So you would be a member of Virtuoso. Don't go shouting that to the mountaintops, okay? But that's who we're joining in January. This Kinship Vacations can't really help you with. You have to decide this on your own. I recommend being a single member LLC, and you can go back to the previous presentation I did, how to start a home-based travel agency, to see why. But sole proprietorship is also an option for most people. Generally speaking, just talk to your accountant. This is where we can come in and help you. So business name, you could be Jenny with Kinship Vacations. Too easy, right? E&O insurance. I have an E&O policy. You will be covered under my E&O policy. Sellers of travel license. You will be covered under the sellers of travel license for these states. Either you'll be covered under Kinship Vacations or GTNs. It just depends on the state. And the reason there's an asterisk is for that. And also because, for example, Florida, you have to take the extra step of going to their Department of Agriculture website. I don't know why travel is under agriculture, but it is, and apply for a sellers of travel exemption, and basically tell them that you're under my license and pay $50 to be a part of their exemption. So there you go. Jenny with Kinship Vacations, coverage with host. Most sellers of travel license are covered under your host. The one thing that we can help you with here, because you're going to have to get your own business account if that's what you want to do, and your own credit card, and you're going to want to start tracking your own financials. However, I will say this: we have templates, and we do classes on how you would track your financials. For the merchant account, it's super easy to have your bank account set up through our CRM, which is TravelJoy. So again, that's taken care of for you. Okay, so what else can we cover for you when it comes to message and branding and getting customers? I'm just going to check all these. Okay, so the bottom line here is that messaging is partly covered by Kinship Vacations, but you'll still want to establish your specialty. For example, Kinship Vacations, our shtick is basically that we're a network of military spouses and veterans that like to create unique travel experiences to help people get away to reconnect. And, where did can you guys still see this? All right, I'm hoping you can still see this. Sorry, so I'm distracted. So Kinship Vacations thing is that we're a network of military spouses and travel advisors that like to help people create relationship building travel experiences. But within Kinship Vacations, we have people who have different specialties. For example, Dina Farmer is our Disney/family travel expert. Crystal Eicher is our girlfriend getaway travel expert. Maggie Hainstock is our beer and beer travel with children expert. Veronica is our hidden history/travel with children who are a little bit older expert, and also California. Also, Dina has experience in Japan. Crystal has experience in Germany. Dina has Hawaii experience. Maggie lives in Germany and the UK. And then we've got another one that's coming up who is going to be our Australia, New Zealand expert. She's originally from Australia. She is a Marine spouse, and she'll be our Australia, New Zealand expert. So you basically kind of have to find your specialty, but you would still just be under the Kinship Vacations brand if you want. One of our advisors, Maggie, has a brand established. Her brand is called Unfiltered Journeys. She has a really great website. I recommend you check it out. It's www.unfilteredjourneys.com. So she's operating as Unfiltered Journeys. But what she has to provide to be covered under our E&O and our Sellers of Travels license is that in her marketing, she would say she's an independent affiliate or independent contractor with Kinship Vacations in order to be covered under our policies. Otherwise, in all intents and purposes in marketing, she's Unfiltered Journeys. So it just depends on what your situation is and how you want to go about doing it. But it's really nice for people who are just starting out and still trying to figure out what their specialty is going to be, to have that option of just being Jenny with Kinship Vacations, your residential Paris expert, or whatever you decide you're going to be an expert on. Again, you're going to have to come up with your message. So I help couples to, I help military couples to plan unique romantic vacations to Paris so that they can get away to reconnect after long periods of separation. I know that's a very specific niche, but if that's what you want to do, great, because the more specific, the better in many ways, because your message is going to cut through all the noise and go straight to the people who need it the most. It'll be magnetic. And I just made that up on the fly, so forgive me for the not super articulateness of it, but you get the point. Branding again, we've got a logo. Kinship Vacations as a name is actually trademarked. It just got a trademark in the U.S. Patent Travel Office a couple months ago. So you will be able to use that trademarked name and logo if you want. A big part of our branding is our colors. We're kind of the greens and blues, and we evoke friendliness and family and connection. And that's sort of something you can rest upon as you go about your travel entrepreneurship journey, is this brand that we've created. And again, we have a website. We'll give you business cards. We have lots of templates for emails, newsletters, even templates for, like, if you do an in-person event, we have templates that people have used for their tabling. There's a lot of materials that are already available to you, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All right, so go back here. The marketing platform and tools, bringing in clients. We kind of talked about this a little bit too, but this is what we can provide for you as well. So again, there's already a website, a lot of templates. Things need to be consistent with your brand and message. So because we're evoking like friendliness, kinship, family, connectedness, and we have a professionally designed website, we're kind of keeping with our colors, the greens and the blues and the purples. All of this is consistent. And again, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just kind of have to stay with that idea. As long as you don't go off like shouting to the mountaintops that your specialty is travel that makes people mad and like hurts people, then you shouldn't be too incongruent with our message and our branding. And the initial investment, I can't say how much this is like crucial, but there is an initial investment to join our program, but the website cost and some of the other things that you'd have to establish, it's already taken care of. So really, by joining us, you're saving a lot of money. Starting to build the list. And this is what I'm saying here, like the reason the asterisks are here is we have the tools to help you get started in terms of a website, some templates in our autoresponder, different ideas about how to do an in-person event, and what kind of verbiage to use for your warm letter to introduce yourself to your colleagues and your friends and your family as a travel agent. We can help you with that, but some of that you still have to do yourself. Like it's going to be your responsibility to get your clients and build your list, but we have a lot of ways to help you get started. Wait, did I skip something? Hold on. Oh, I got lost again. Hold on. I totally lost it. Here we go. No, not that. I lost it at the good part when you guys were going to get to see the offer. Man, I don't know why this is being so difficult today. Can someone please confirm that you can see that? You guys, this is the third summit I've done, and I've had more challenges with this than any other summit. I don't understand what's happening. Okay, maybe this one will work. Maybe you can see it now. Okay. Maybe. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Can you see that now? Okay, well, I'm hoping, can you, I'm hoping you can see this. If not, say something. But so basically, this is our special offer. Maybe I'll make myself small here so you can see me. I'll put myself down here so you can at least see me instead of just dark. Oh, there's no sound from me now? Okay. Not seeing anything. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Can you hear me now and see me? All right, so I'm gonna end this broadcast, and I'm just gonna go straight on Facebook Live. Maybe that will help. So give me just a moment, and I'm gonna sign back on Facebook Live. Maybe that'll be better. So bear with me, guys. Thank you.